Our guy Minkah Fitzpatrick named first team All-Pro. Hope you're doing okay this morning, Ike, and that's where we're going to start today's show.
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Football weekend is here. What a weekend of football for the NFL. I tell you what, the playoffs haven't disappointed nobody except for your team if you had that team and they lost. That's the only person. But, Mark, Minkah, 6 interceptions. The past 3 out of 4 years, been All-Pro since he's been in the city of Pittsburgh. Just been everything you've been looking for. And you questioned at the time, why would you trade a first-round draft pick? And here's why. I'm looking at a future, knock on wood, if he stay healthy. Hall of Fame coming at that safety position. Minkah Fitzpatrick. He does it all. And usually, and now in this time to play that position at that free safety mark, usually they catch, meaning they're ball hawks, but they really don't like coming down in the box and tackling. Minkah does both. And if you just look at Minkah pass, when he was with the Miami Dolphins, he damn near played outside linebacker at the time. So I see why he got that kind of physicality. But Minkah been a blessing to the city of Pittsburgh and the organization. Just a good dude overall in general. Somebody ain't never got to worry about no off the field issues. Takes work seriously. Is the quarterback on that defense when it comes down to lining everybody up. You don't need a Mike or a Buck to line them up. Minkah can do it from back there from the safety position. But 6 interceptions. I think it's the second time having 6 picks. Second year having 6 picks. But Minkah is just everything you're looking for, man. Minkah is a staple, just especially coming behind a guy named Troy Polamalu. And Coach T said it one time before. Hey, man, I've seen this before. So when he was talking about Minkah, he was like, I've seen this kind of person before. And he was talking about Troy in comparison. So Minkah, man, well-deserved to Minkah. Big props to Minkah. Matter of fact, I got to get Minkah on our show, to be honest with you, because I just talked to him. But Minkah just been everything you can look for in the safety, whether it's covering, making plays when you need it. He took over what game he took over? We had a interception, a sack, and a blocked field goal. That's
the opening week against Cincinnati, Ike. I'd argue he single-handedly won the game, and Ike, to piggyback off that, I could make the argument that Minkah Fitzpatrick at the safety position on defense was the Steelers' best offensive player in the 2022 season. I could make that argument.
100%. And I can't rebuttal against you either, Mark. I agree.
Yeah. So listen, and I keep receipts, Ike. I'm a little bit petty, but
a little bit.
Yeah. Trading with the Dolphins. Okay. The Steelers now have a 3-time All-Pro player, 3-time Pro Bowler, one of the top safeties in the game. In exchange, Dolphins have offensive tackle Austin Jackson, 30 career starts. That's fine. Doesn't have any Pro Bowls. It's been on the IR twice as well, Ike. So if we're keeping receipts, listen, I'd just say the Steelers won that one.
Yeah, 100%. Hands down.
I'd say the Steelers won that one. But again, I would make the argument, Ike, that Minkah Fitzpatrick, at least on the front half of the season, was the Steelers' best offensive player. And that's why he's All-Pro. Only Steelers player to make it to any of the All-Pro teams, Ike. And we always say this too. All-Pro is based on merit, Pro Bowl, fan popularity, and everything. And Minkah gets both. And I'm very excited to see what he can continue to do as long as, Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith and company can continue to create pressure up front, to where we saw him go back to his ball hawking ways. We didn't see that in 2021, Ike, because the front seven wasn't as stout as it had been in years past. But Minkah Fitzpatrick can play his true ball hawk position when the Steelers create that pressure up front, and that was evident to me this season.
Oh, I gotta give a huge shout out to Cam Hayward. He still led interior defensive lineman pretty much every stat. I'm pissed off he didn't make All-Pro as well. They had a few young guys, and you got to tip my hat off to the young guys. But just like statistically, looking at Cam, I think Cam had up 78 tackles, 12 and a half sacks, and like 12 and a half tackles for loss. So Cam did his damn thing also as well. So statistically, Cam, I think pound for pound was number one when it came down to the stats. I thought Cam should have got there in the All-Pro. Big shout out to Cam. Also, to piggyback off of what you said, Mark, the emergency and the healthiness of DeMonte Casey let Minkah be Minkah.
Yep.
So I got to give a shout out to DeMonte Casey as well too.
I like to talk about that yin and yang with the pass rush. Go back and watch the tape from the Atlanta game. When Minkah Fitzpatrick gets the interception to put the game away, Atlanta's trying to drive down the field to either tie it up or take the winning score. It's the pressure created by Cam Hayward up front, the bull rush to where Falcons quarterback doesn't have any time to throw. I Bleav it was Mariota in that game, throws it right to Minkah Fitzpatrick. And it's just that complimentary football that we're talking about.